Welcome back. I'm joined now by Denis CODERRE.
A fan of David Hurtel, so I'm going to get a nice interview. I'm not running anymore, so I'm okay.
That's right. You're not running for anything.
So it must be true. I'm not seeking for anything.
Thank you so much
David.
for coming in the studio. It's great to see you. So how you been?
I've been great.
Yeah?
Great.
A lot of people have been asking about you. So how you keeping busy?
I always slept since I'm 13, 4 hours and a half per night, so I fill it up. And I said, the Pope is coming, let's take care about it.
So the Pope is coming to Quebec City at the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
July 26th and 27th, I think?
July 24th to 29.
24th to 29.
He's going first in Alberta, Edmonton, St. Anne Lake. He's going to meet the survivors and all that. He's coming in Quebec on the 27 to 29. Quebec City, Plaine d'Abraham, the Basilica of Quebec, but he's going to Saint-Anne-de-Beaupré. The devotion of the First Nation for the people of faith is Saint Anne. So there's kind of a consistency there. But and then he on the 29th, for a couple of hours, he's going to go to Iqaluit because when he met the survivors delegation in April in Vatican, he promised the Inuit to be there too.
Okay. So how did you get involved with the Pope's visit? What happened?
Well, first thing first. I was one of the first minister at that time with Paul Martin after Mr. Chrétien resigned to appoint me in some specific portfolio for the First Nation issues. First of all, when I was a member of Parliament, my first task was, because I'm a great believer in Louis Riel, and we tried not to pardon him, but to erase the way he was condoned, because he was innocent, period. And there was some game there with the Orangists and all that. But afterwards, I became president of the Privy Council, and some of the portfolio that I took care of, besides Francophonie, was to be the spokesperson of the government regarding issues with Kanesatake and Akwesasne. I was also the representative for the First Nation outside Reserve. I was also in charge of the Métis file, but I was in charge of the office of the residential school. So I've been living personally some healing circle, everything regarding reconciliation. I've been living myself some people who when did their coming out about the sexual abuse, the atrocity. So I was always there. And, when I was Minister of Immigration, I was focused, like you, on the living together.
Right.
So the balanced approach between openness and vigilance. So I was always, and even before I was Member of Parliament, I took care of des Orphelins du Plessis when I was a radio host at CKVL.
I remember that.
So it's been 25 years. Afterwards, as mayor, when we changed the flag, when our brother and sister from the Mohawk Nations, we changed it for the Pin Blanc, the white pine, which is a symbol of peace since the Great Peace in 1701. We create a task force with l'Union des Municipalités du Québec, with my good friends Pierre Corbeil from Val d'Or and the mayor of Sainte-Terre at that time, and we kind of create a new governance way, like Paul Martin did with the Kelowna approach, okay? So I've been on the case of reconciliation for 25 years. Now, in 2017, if you do recall, I went to La Prima Fila every Wednesday. The Pope is having a mass, and then he's meeting the fidèles and the people. And I was with Cardinal Lacroix and Bishop Lépine from the Diocese of Montreal, and I officially invite him for the celebration. For the same case, regarding the living together, he couldn't come with motivation, and it was really a motivated reason. But the Pope's representative in Ottawa, l'Annonce Apostolique, sent us a letter saying that he will come in 2018 or in 2019, and then pandemic occurred.
Right.
So after that, since 2007, there was a collective action from the First Nation against the church and the government. We create the Office of Truth and Reconciliation by 2009 up to 2015, and there was some recommendation. If you do recall, afterwards, there was official apology from the Government of Canada, several part of the clergy, but in last April, there was a delegation of the survivors who met the Pope.
I remember
and it was about formal apology, to listen to them. And he promised, and it's part of his mission, to come to Canada, and officially went to some of the area and focus on the survivors and their families. So in Edmonton, it's about the pardon, and it's about the formal apology. Mm-hmm. After that, in Quebec, it's reconciliation. We need to put an end to it. It's a bit like apartheid with South Africa. You know, they lived the worst, but first they had their commission of truth and reconciliation. Then they pass for another subject. Doesn't mean that you forget the past, and those who did those atrocity has to pay. At the same time, you need to provide hope for the future and make sure that we take care of all those collateral atrocities from there. Look what happened in Milton Park here. There are several,
about it.
And toxicomany
horrible.
and all that. It's horrible. So we're focusing on that, and it's kind of a process. And I'm really proud. So in last end of May, we had the official convention in Quebec City from Union des Municipalités du Québec. And when I knew that he was coming, I met Cardinal Lacroix, and I offered my services. So I volunteered.
Oh, so you stepped up.
No, listen.
You just said,
I'm not missing
like
a great opportunity
to
be part of it.
Okay.
And so I became his formal ambassador for fundraising for Eastern Canada. I'm a facilitator because, remember, I had a talking stick from Ghislain Picard when I was mayor, who provide me. It's an important symbol of when I'm with leaders, I'm one of them, and we can talk freely. And I have that trust. And as a spokesperson, sometime I love to come back to radio and meet friends.
So the fundraising
has
it's been quite an operation. So in the Journal de Montréal this morning, we read that you've raised approximately $3 million for the Quebec part of the visit.
A lot of generosity, and I know what's the next question. Why do we have to raise money?
Yeah, because a lot of people are asking that question. Why would the Catholic Church need to fundraise to host the visit of the Pope?
For three reasons, but I think it's important maybe to have some comparative. When the Pope Jean-Paul II came for the World Youth in Toronto, I remember because I was Minister of Sports just before I became Minister of Immigration, and I brought the cross from Rome to Toronto. And it was a festive event, which is not the case now, but the budget was over $125 million. Crazy. Festive, but too much. And now it's all about to be humble and frugal. It's all about the survivors. We're not making anything. We are bringing people together at the crossroad to pass a new chapter and help them to be equal to everybody and have a life for their future.
So why does the Catholic Church not foot the bill?
And the budget is $18 million.
It's $18 million.
It's important. And the expense in Quebec only is $3 million. So you can imagine with the broadcasts, with the venues, with transport, Plain Abraham Plain, we'll talk about that. So listen, he's a statement too. It's officially an invitation from the government of Canada. And we think that we have a role to play because it's not just about the church. It's all about Canada. It's all about
it's about truth and reconciliation.
So we said, and there is a creation of a reconciliation fund from the Conference of the Bishops in Canada. You do recall that the government of Canada put aside $40 billion. $20 billion that have been announced this week in services. We're talking about transport and all that. So we said, listen, I think it's important to make some gesture on that. And I said, some people say, when you invite somebody to dinner, do you make them pay? So no. But it's on volunteer. So I spoke with institution. People, if they want to donate, we have a website with it's papalvisit.ca. If they want to be bénévole, volunteers, they can help too. I will have some announcement in a few days about the next step where the importance is that everybody has to live that historic moment. It's going to be tough because some people, it's like post-traumatic syndrome. They relive it. So we need to focus also on mental health. It's about awareness. It's about what kind of society you want to live in. It's about to not only reconciliate with the First Nation, but with ourselves. So I think it's important because of the importance of the event. And I trust that Pope. I love that Pope. I mean, he's like a priest on the field, working with the people, for the people. He's even putting up a tribunal for the abuser. And, he's not hiding. And he's not establishment. And I like that. I kind of like the drive that he's brought. But it's more than just a spiritual moment. It's also about Canada. It's about the way we treat our First Nation, Métis and Inuit. It's about the living together. How can we build up together? So some people will give. There's three ways to raise money. One, with money. Two, by taking the bill. Okay, we can take transport, and people wants to invest directly to the communities. Or three, you cut the expenses. So I'm doing three stuff.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that visit. We'll be watching for you in Quebec City, Denis, and I wish you all the best.
Well,
for the Pope's visit.
Thank you very much to invite me. I think that it's everybody's business. There's many ways to help and be part of it, and let's all build up the future together where everybody is number one citizen.
Denis CODERRE, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.